What's up, dwarves, hobbits, elves, men, women, and dogs? Welcome to Bag End, your favorite hobbit hole for breakdowns, previews, reviews, and more. Today we're breaking down the brand new trailer for House of the Dragon, and it is a doozy, loaded with new footage from what is sure to be a great show. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me weekly, or don't, in which case my opinion of you will turn to this. So let's get cracking, shall we?
The road ahead is uncertain, but the end is clear.
We are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us.
So in this first shot, we can see a young Rhaenyra Targaryen. She's going to be a main character in the show. We're going to see a whole lot of her. She's chosen by King Viserys I to be his heir, and so that's going to cause a lot of rifts between key main characters. She's sure to be a fan favorite. And speaking of fan favorites, the next shot shows Ceraxes, the blood wyrm. And this dragon is badass. He's the dragon of Daemon Targaryen. And Daemon Targaryen, we've seen in all the trailers, badass warrior. He's actually King Viserys' younger brother, and he's a huge fan of Rhaenyra. Their story goes a little bit deeper, but I won't spoil anything. In this third shot, we can actually see King's Landing. But you'll notice it looks a bit different than how we remember it in Game of Thrones. Well, that's because of this. That is the dragon pit. Well, the dragon pit before it was destroyed. How was it destroyed? Well, the show will certainly show more. I don't want to spoil anything. But what's interesting about the dragon pit to note is one theme of the show that I think we'll see a lot of. And that's the fact that during this time, there were tons of dragons roaming about. Dragon eggs were not even considered rare like they were in Game of Thrones. Here we see Alicent Hightower and Rhaenyra Targaryen sitting at a table looking like there's drama brewing. At first glance you might think it's a different character, but the storyline progresses over years in this show fairly quickly. Now their relationship will play a key role in how the eventual civil war will begin. And I want to highlight, Alicent is Rhaenyra's stepmom, and they do not have the type of stepmom-stepkid relationship you might see on FabHub.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
These are not two people who like each other, and there will be King's Landing drama that we're used to from Game of Thrones. Now let's dive into more trailer.
The threat of war looms.
The gods have yet to make a man who lacks the patience for absolute power, Your Grace.
So here we see some characters around what you might recognize as the War Room table in Dragonstone. This is where Daenerys spent her time in Westeros before going batshit crazy, and before her it was actually Stannis Baratheon, who, come to think of it, also went pretty batshit. The guy here is most likely King Viserys, and this is most likely Rhaenyra Targaryen. To be in this room and clearly discussing the movements of troops means that the show will most likely be action-packed. And that's very evident by everything in this trailer. In fact, we even hear King Viserys say in this trailer that
The threat of war looms.
So next we see some 6 shots of dragons doing their thing. These are most likely Ceraxes, Rhaenyra's dragon, and Ceraxes, Daemon's dragon. Man, I'd hate to be on that ship. Next we see some Dornish archers on a ridge side. And I assume they're Dornish because during this time in the Series of Ice and Fire history, the Targaryens actually didn't conquer Dorne. They remained independent. So this is probably some sort of dispute that's happening. And as we know with disputes with the Targaryens, not a great idea as these guys get absolutely roasted. There's a shot of someone looking terrified, surrounded by fire, and I assure you, you would be doing the same thing. These are giant, fire-breathing snakes with wings. Lastly, I'll talk about this scene at the end where we see King Viserys and his small council, including Otto Hightower, his hand. Otto says, "The gods have yet to make a man who lacks the patience for absolute power, Your Grace." He's clearly talking about the fact that nobody is dumb enough to press their luck against the Targaryens. The absolute power he refers to is the many dragons that they have ready to destroy their adversaries at any moment. In order for someone to intelligently make a move against the Targaryens, they must practice patience, and hope that they will be the cause of their own undoing. The theme of this trailer, titled Fire Will Reign, is do not trifle with the Targaryens. You will be melted. Anyway, I hope this was a good breakdown for you. I hope it was informative, and I hope you'll remember to like and subscribe. Also, feel free to click over and watch my House of the Dragon preview as I continue to grow the channel. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Baggins out.